It's Wednesday. It's 6 p.m. It's the ThinkSoJoE Show!
That was impressive.
Yeah.
You get a good one in there every once in a while.
Yeah, well, last week sucked, so I needed to make up for it. Yeah, I got Jasmine and Laura in the YouTube comments already saying the show's canceled. No show today.
Yeah, but Kevin's got our back.
You guys don't have to listen, you know. So a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about a show that was supposed to come up at Rapids Theater this coming weekend. We were talking about this, and then last week we were like, okay, it's a dining experience because apparently the Constitution of New York State only applies to Sportsman's Tavern.
Right.
When a judge declares that it's unconstitutional to say you can't have ticketed shows or advertise live music.
Right. Makes sense.
And this week we're telling you that there is no event at all at Rapids Theater this weekend.
Like legit, there is no event.
There is nothing. It is canceled. It is gone. It's done. That is, in fact, canceled. And they and the reason they gave was low ticket sales, and maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I'm burning a bridge here. But I have it on good authority that people were emailing to GM at rapidstheater.com. As stated on the flyer, that's how you get your tickets.
Right.
I have it on good authority that people were emailing GM at rapidstheater.com and getting no response, trying to buy tickets for this event that they said, oh, we're canceling. Nobody wants to buy tickets.
Did they do any research on the local music scene before they booked a local music show?
Apparently not.
Because, 20 is a really good turnout. Do we not remember Stamps shows and Tudor shows where if you're standing close to somebody, the promoter and the bands did a good job, if you're within elbow distance?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but that's their excuse, and they canceled all the shows next month, too, all the local shows, and then they go and book another local band, but...
well, they're a bit bigger...
STEM. Anyway.
Not mad at STEM.
No, not at all. Not
mad at STEM at all.
We love STEM, and we know they're here, and we're here.
Only because of COVID, you guys were doing this,
We were,
I can't
and then
see me in the
fuck. There you go. Okay.
Fuck.
There. Now you can see yourself. Let me move this way, and you can move this way a little.
Here, let me get comfortable.
Yeah. Anyway.
I need to sit my yoga pose here, so I can be comfortable.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Anyways, we're not mad at STEM.
No, not at all. I mean, they are obviously one of the biggest acts to ever come out of Western New York.
Yeah.
So, who's going to blame them for... Who's going to blame Rapids for being like, oh, no, we want these guys, but we don't want... Fuck those guys. Fuck those, 12 bands or whatever the fuck were on this show
I know,
on
yeah.
Saturday.
Fuck that huge group of people
and fuck
that aren't going to want to work with us if we're stuck in this kind of situation for too long.
I mean, I get the business side of it. I get that it's, you can... If you spend... you gotta pay so much money to keep the lights on and run the lights for the night. You gotta pay all your people to run the lights and the sound and serve the drinks and food or whatever the fuck they're selling there. You gotta there's a certain cost that comes with this, and they probably felt like they weren't recouping that cost.
And you got to remember that the cost at Rapids to put on a show is a lot higher than the cost at Stamps to put on a show because they do everything so over the top fancy. Everything is for show, not functionality.
Right. But like I said, I mean, I wouldn't be so upset about it if I didn't find out that people I know were trying to buy tickets.
Yeah.
And we're not getting a response.
Bullshitting.
So if we're not, selling tickets, why aren't you selling tickets to the people emailing you trying to buy tickets? I mean, if you're trying to give me money, I'm taking it.
Right. You're going to find a way to make that happen.
In a business sense of the word,
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me see if I can move us over because we are off center. There we go. Look at us. Hey, look, we're moving. There we go. Okay, now we're kind of centered.
Okay.
Kind of.
Does that affect how the people see us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's important.
This here is exactly what everybody sees.
Hi, guys.
So, yeah. Now you're more on camera.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. They want to rename the show. They want your name in the show title.
All right. You know what? We'll worry about that after November 3rd. Is it November 3rd?
Yes.
Okay. Let's worry about. We'll petition to rename the show on November 4th if we still have our freedom.
After we if we're still allowed to do a show under a renewed President Trump.
Yeah. It's just so scary that is such a possibility.
I'm seeing one of my friends, and I've talked about this guy on the show. Anytime that he gives, says something that I don't agree with, he at least tries to give some reasoning and some like actual tangible proof, video proof, of what he's saying. And he said something yesterday. I saw him post on. Actually, it wasn't even him. It was somebody else who I'm no longer friends with, who had said, "Oh, well, I forgot what he even said, but it implied basically that Trump beat Hillary before." Mm-hmm. Because for some reason, the Trump supporters are all still hung up on fucking Hillary Clinton. That was 4 years ago, guys.
That
4
was
fucking years ago. 4 fucking years ago. Hillary Clinton's got nothing to do with this election.
She's not even an option right now.
So I don't know why they're all hung up on Hillary Clinton. But anyway, so he basically implied, well, Trump kicked Hillary's ass. Like, technically, no, Hillary won by like 3 million fucking votes. But because we have this antiquated concept of the Electoral College,
right?
Trump got the majority and won. So, if you couldn't be... And now that we've had 4 years of sitting through this, how many more votes is Biden going to get than Trump? And now my friend said, the one that gives me proof of everything, he said something today, like, if you're voting for Biden, that's fine, but if you're voting just to vote against Trump, stay home. Like, no, if you're voting just to vote against Trump because you don't like what's going on in this country right now, you better get your ass to the polls and vote. It's
too scary. It's too real.
Yeah. Like, if you don't like what this country, if you don't think America is great again, right?
Yeah.
If you think this is what a great America looks like, I don't know what is wrong with you, okay? If you don't feel like America is great again, then you must go to the polls and vote. Yeah. Even if it is for a third party.
Yeah.
But go to the polls, vote. Vote who you feel is the best candidate for the job. And we need as many people out there because I cannot imagine that there, like even though I see it, I cannot imagine that there are more people out there that would prefer this America over whatever Biden will end up doing.
It's just, there's just so much that.
Jasmine asked again. It was great at one point.
It was great at yeah. It was great back in the 50s when we didn't talk about the blatant racism and misogyny.
See, that's where Trump's trying to go back to. He's like, oh, America was great when we were able to be sexist, racist assholes.
Yeah.
So.
When you could grab him by the octopussy and get away with it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't ladylike to talk about that stuff.
Right.
But fuck being ladylike.
Yeah, well, I mean, anyway, but we got our absentee ballots over here we still need to fill out and send in.
When's the date that we have to have them
I don't
sent
know,
by?
and we're going to have to find that out because it's probably coming up.
Why don't you open one right now and we can find out?
That's probably a good idea. That means I got to reach over there because they fell.
Okay, here. I'll hold your headphones.
Hold my headphones.
I got it.
They fell. They're on the ground here. Let me see. This one's mine.
Yeah, you better open yours. Don't open my mail. That's illegal.
So is throwing out my ex-wife's mail when it comes here.
Are you still doing that?
Very rarely.
She's not getting too much mail here anymore, is she?
No, and I mean, like, if it looks like something like
government,
if it looks like something super important, I will write "doesn't live here" on the thing and send it back.
Yeah.
Send it back with the mail guy. But I am way too lazy to do that on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Ballot return envelope. I do declare, blah, blah, blah. I'm just looking to see if it says anywhere on here when we have to mail these back. Your ballot can be returned to any early voting or election day poll site or to your local board of elections by 9 p.m. on election day, if delivered in person, or be postmarked by election day and received not later than 7 days following. So we have
some time.
We have a couple of weeks here to get this
Okay, because
filled
I
out.
really want to do some research because I think it's very important to vote for the local offices.
And not just the guy who's like blowing up your text inbox and your actual mailbox, Mr. Patrick Burke. I don't know nothing about this dude other
I
than
know.
other
I ripped
than
his
like
mail in half. I don't.
Yeah, other than I get texts and fucking actual like mail from him. Like, what the fuck, dude? I don't even know who you are. And I think it's from when Jasmine and I signed up for the Trump rally in Erie.
Oh.
We signed up for the Trump rally in Erie just so he would have some empty seats, just like people did when he did Tulsa.
Tulsa, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Except in Tulsa, it was the U.S. was. She says the U.S. was great in 1775. Yeah,
I like that.
But that was all like K-pop stans that did the Tulsa rally.
Oh,
Yeah, which is great. I'm not a fan of K-pop,
I don't even know what it is.
but I love K-pop stans. They are like the best because they fucking ruin everything for everybody who's hateful.
That's really cool.
Yeah. They've like taken over white supremacist hashtags on Twitter, and they've done. They bought. They reserved all the tickets for that Trump rally in Tulsa. Yeah, they're fucking amazing. K-pop is Korean pop music.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've actually got a friend who moved to South Korea because she was into like Korean hip hop.
Okay.
So she moved to South Korea. Huh. She learned Korean.
She liked it that much.
She learned the language.
Wow.
And moved there, and now she's a teacher over there.
What does she teach?
I have no idea, actually.
Wow.
But yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, she liked Korean rap music that much.
Wow.
It was funny because we were hanging out a lot, and she would stay up till like 5 o'clock in the morning to watch Japanese or Korean hip hop shows, and I'd stay up till like 5 o'clock in the morning to watch Japanese wrestling. It was like, yeah, okay.
It had its sense.
Yeah. Funny thing is, your vote, yeah, and that's my point exactly. Hillary Clinton won the last election by 3 million fucking votes. But yeah, no, the Electoral College, even and the fact remains, the entire fucking state, 100% of the people can vote Democrat. But if the elector is a Republican and doesn't want to side with 100% of his state, he can just say, "Oh no, fuck it, we're giving it to Trump."
Wow.
That's how the Electoral College works, folks. I learned that on Adam Ruins Everything.
That's an awesome show.
That is a great show.
I slept through way too much of it. We should watch that one again.
Somebody said, I saw a meme. It was a picture of Adam. Mm-hmm. And it says, this guy should moderate the next debate. Yeah. And I'm like, yes, that would be a brilliant idea because he knows what the fuck he's talking about. I mean, obviously, he probably has a team of writers and researchers.
Right.
But, I'm sure they would prepare him well for something along those lines.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But anyway, so this Rapids Theater show gets canceled.
Oh, jeez.
We got off track here. The Rapids Theater show gets canceled for Saturday, so there's like a dozen fucking bands now not playing on Saturday.
Yeah, that fucking sucks.
And we kind of said, well, okay, so we're all free on Saturday. What the fuck should we do? And we are now planning to do a live stream Saturday night. We have not 100% finalized times, plans, anything like that. It's looking like 8-ish.
Okay.
But stay tuned to the Living Braindead social media and the website. And if you're not subscribed to the mailing list, hit the website now, livingbraindead.com, sign up. And we'll get all that information to you as soon as we figure out what we're doing.
Did I misunderstand, and is this going to be a bigger deal than I thought? Are some of the other bands going to be live streaming as well?
No, this is just us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is us. This is
All
just
right.
us. We're gonna be live from John's basement.
Okay.
We're working out how we're doing everything right now.
Yeah, this is all kind of new still.
Well, it was something that we talked about before, but
Yeah.
we weren't together to do anything about it. So it's kind of like, well, now we got to figure this out, because now it's like, well, we don't have a show Saturday, but let's have a show Saturday.
Yeah, I'm really glad you guys are still doing something.
So we're gonna get together. We have a new song that we were looking forward to debuting, and that's gonna be part of the set on Saturday.
Very cool.
So it'll probably be like half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe. Not much. Maybe
you
we'll.
can't do covers, can you?
We're gonna do covers.
Are you? Because are you doing it on Facebook or YouTube?
We're doing it
or
on both.
All of it.
We'll do it on both.
Because isn't that part of the new terms of?
No, so apparently what the terms on Facebook are is that you can't, just put on a Spotify stream and broadcast that.
Okay.
That's basically what that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can live with that.
So we're still gonna do our special cover that we were planning for that night, and we're gonna do our set, and that's we're gonna broadcast. Maybe we'll Q&A or something if we can see the Facebook comments or something. I don't know.
That would be cool.
But yeah, that's we'll have all the details for that probably tomorrow night at the latest, because we're getting together tomorrow and just kind of figuring everything out. I actually had gotten a phone call right like 10 minutes before the show started, like, hey, do you want to rent some gear for your live stream? Like, maybe.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So
if you could do it, it would be cool, but
I think
doing anything is cool enough.
I think right now, I think we're putting this together on such short notice that it might just be easier to be like, let's use what we got, and we're good.
Use what you have, use what you know.
And yeah, exactly. And then because basically, I can take this setup, and my laptop is even more powerful than my desktop.
Right.
So as long as I got a good, internet connection over at John's, we can do this with no problem. The worst case scenario is I just put my phone on a fucking tripod. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do that. I'd rather, do an actual stream with an actual camera and have the stream deck and be able to do multi-cameras and things like that. But, and plus the, we're going to take this other camera that's also a USB microphone that's set up perfectly for recording live band performances, because that's what it's meant for. So we're still working out the details. We're still figuring out how we're going to do things, what the process is going to be. We're going to start getting everything set up Thursday night, and hopefully be ready for Saturday, and hopefully everything will go smoothly, and you guys can enjoy a great Living Braindead live stream Saturday night. And again, we'll have all the information for you probably later tomorrow night, like 10 o'clock-ish.
Cool.
Hopefully. Friday morning at the latest, probably. We'll know what we're doing. And
what do you consider morning?
Like 2 in the afternoon.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that for everybody other than me. I woke him up early at
You did.
11:30 today.
Yeah.
I woke him up with food. That's what you got to do.
I had stuff to do, and then I ended up sleeping again until like 3 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, shit, I got to get up and shower and clean the studio and get everything set up for the podcast, get the music recorded in the board.
But you got it done.
And I still have all this other shit I still need to do to get ready for tomorrow night.
Yeah. Well, I'll make you some macaroni and cheese to get you through the night.
This is the part where you say, why, Joe? What are we going to do tomorrow night?
Oh, why, Joe? What are we going to do tomorrow night?
Same thing we do every night, Karina. Try to take over the world. You guys seen the new Animaniacs trailer?
No.
There's a new Animaniacs trailer for the relaunched series on Hulu.
I'll have to look for it.
It's a Jurassic Park parody, and it's wonderful. It's just like, I can't wait for, it's a month from now. It's I think the 20th of November is the launch date on Hulu for the new Animaniacs series. Okay. So I'm super excited, and
I'm super excited too.
It's like, oh, the Animaniacs are back. Oh, and don't forget about Pinky and the Brain. And Pinky and the Brain are back too. Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I hope they didn't change them and make them stupid.
No, I mean it's still everybody from the original show.
Yeah, but you know how when they do reboots of some cartoons, they draw them slightly different?
Yeah, no, they were talking about the difference in the animation. Like, they still look the same. The characters all look the same, but they're like cleaner. You know what I mean? Like, they're vector.
That was a while ago.
That's what they were talking about in the ad is Lieutenant Dan live stream. Everybody wants to talk about how pretty you are.
Thank you, Jasmine.
And Laura.
Oh, thank you, Laura.
Yeah.
I'm wearing pink.
She is. She came in here and she's like,
here, look at, there's pink.
She's like, okay, what colors do I wear my lipstick or makeup
My
or whatever?
eyeshadow.
Your eyeshadow, yeah.
He picked my pinks.
I did.
Thank you.
Well, you wanted them to match your pants there, your leggings. Yeah. Karina is pretty every day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are too, Jazzy.
But anyway, yeah, so but yeah, they were talking about, like, oh, look at this smooth vector lines in 16:9 widescreen format,
Oh, yeah.
Like, ooh, I can't
That's
wait.
gonna be cool.
Speaking of vector lines, you know what I bought yesterday as part of Prime Day?
What?
Is I bought a drawing tablet.
Oh, you mentioned that. That's pretty cool.
So I used to draw.
You drawed. You drew. I like how that sounds better. You drew pretty well.
So like, it's not hard.
Yes, it is.
No, it really isn't. And I'll tell you, like, I used to go to like drawing tutorial websites.
Okay.
And they're just like, draw this, now draw this, okay, now erase that, and it's just simple. And like, with a drawing tablet, I feel like I could get back into doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't draw a lot on the computer. If I do, I'm just using shapes and doing shit like the thumbnails for the show, the hockey jersey things. And so it's like, okay, well, if I get this drawing tablet, maybe I'll actually like bother to draw.
Right.
Because I'm always on some kind of technology, you know what I mean? Like, I've either got the switch in my hand, or I'm looking at the computer, or I'm talking into a microphone or listening to vinyl. So I'm like, if I get this drawing tablet, it might motivate me to start drawing some more.
Yeah.
So we'll see, I guess.
It's probably like way easier to fix mistakes on a digital medium.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because you can just like hit undo.
Your pencil lines just disappear when you try to erase them. Instead of leaving a little residue.
And the indentation in the paper.
I'm sure even if you look at some of those paintings, you could probably still see some like stray pencil marks.
Yeah.
Even though they've been painted over, But yeah, I think that's maybe that'll inspire me a little bit. I spent a little bit on Amazon yesterday.
Yeah.
I bought a new TV for the studio, and which I was looking at TVs a couple of weeks ago just because I'm like, if I had a 24-inch TV in here, I could hook up that PlayStation Classic, I could hook up that Genesis Classic, hook up that Sega Saturn. I could put my Switch dock in here instead of awkwardly laying in front of the TV in the bedroom. So I'm like, that it makes sense for me to get a TV, and I wasn't going to get one until I got a new shelf for my vinyl. But with yesterday and today being Prime Day, and Scott Leffler knowing that I was looking for a 24-inch TV to put in here, a 24-inch smart TV with as many HDMI ports as I could possibly get.
Yeah. He
said, hey, check out, you might be interested in this, and sends me the link, and this $150 Amazon Smart TV was $80. Oh my goodness. So I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to buy this, aren't I?
Yeah, and then you came and kind of like hinted at asking my permission, and I was like, when you told me the math, I was like, yeah, it would be pretty stupid not to. Yeah. Like, if, it's not like you can't spare it right now.
Right.
Then that's such a good deal.
It's so much better. Like, it's $70 off. Like, I can't.
That's so insane.
Yeah. So it was like, that it's something I'm thinking of getting, even if I don't hook it up right away. Mm-hmm. It's still like, when am I going to get this deal again? Maybe Black Friday.
Yeah.
Cyber Monday. Mm-hmm. Like, I might as well get it now because I'm almost done filling up the top shelf over there.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm about a quarter of the way done with the top shelf up there, but that's probably about 60 or 70 more vinyl to fill up before I need a new shelf.
How long until you think you have that many more vinyl?
I've slowed down, so it might be a while. Well, I slowed down because I spent $400 in a weekend on vinyl.
That's restraint. Thank you.
Yeah, so I slowed down. I'm like, okay, I can't keep buying vinyl. And then I'm like, fuck, this Alice in Chains pre-order. Fuck, here's this Motorhead pre-order. So I got some pre-orders out there, but I haven't really been just straight up buying vinyl. Right now I'm waiting on the new Gord Downey vinyl should be here any day now.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
The new Linkin Park Hybrid Theory box set was supposed to be here, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
But I got the email yesterday where they're like, oh, it'll be here in November. What the fuck? I got an email from Dell today. You guys remember this story, right? I got an email from Dell today. What did you think of your new laptop? Like, I think my new Acer laptop that I bought because I couldn't get my fucking Dell until 2 months from now is fucking phenomenal. The fuck do you want me to say? I didn't get no fucking... No, but I might open a fucking guitar shop, just sell guitar strings, because I have a shit ton of them over there.
Or you could change your guitar strings.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I probably will do that.
Yeah.
I put a new strap lock on Ermac last night, so it's matching. It's the same shade of red.
That's really cool.
And I got it, and I'm like, man, those are some big fucking strap locks. Because they're not the ones I usually buy.
Yeah.
But I got them in Guitar Crate. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, this shade of red, and that guitar doesn't have strap locks on it right now. Well, makes sense. Let me put these on.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, I guess so. And
it was worth the guitar box.
They look great. Yeah, well, I mean, everything else was shit I already had except for that poster.
And the pencil.
And the pencil. I got a Diodario pencil. See, Diodario pencil. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it with the light.
No.
It's a Diodario pencil because I totally needed a pencil in my Guitar Crate.
You guys should see, where are those pencils? Are they under here?
Yeah, there's a ton of pencils under there. There's a whole box of pencils, like, already not sharpened in here, and I got a pencil in my Guitar Crate, so, yeah. Oops. Karina's knocking shit over. She almost dropped a knife on my foot.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, she almost dropped a knife on my foot, you guys.
I seriously, here's the knife. I seriously did.
She almost broke my ankle the other day, too.
It was yesterday, and man up. So there's some pencils. And there's a marker. This is my marker, you jerk.
Well, stop leaving stuff in here, and it'll stop getting assimilated into my stuff.
I'm going to say that's my marker, too.
Just take your stuff. You got books in here, too.
I want this marker. You don't need this pen. Oh, that's an X-Acto knife. We don't need Karina to have an X-Acto knife.
No, Karina does not need an X-Acto knife. Joe needs an X-Acto knife.
You should probably move the X-Acto knife to not be where Karina knows. Well, it's not funny.
Yeah, but she rolled my ankle yesterday.
I like jarred it. Like I kind of.
You didn't hit it that hard, but it was like what?
I must have gotten just the right angle that it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, is that your bad ankle? And I forgot I had a bad ankle. And then this morning, the other ankle's hurting because she reminded me I had a bad ankle. I'm like, fuck. That's right. This ankle's been bothering me ever since I fell into that fucking hole.
What show did we see that night? Was that Less Than Jake?
Yeah.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
Here, there's a fuzzball. Yeah, that was a great show.
What's Karina's is Karina's, and what is Karina's is Karina. What is Joe's is Karina's too.
Okay, I'm glad we see things the same. Thank you. Speaking of things that are Karina's, Joe ordered me some vintage embroidered mushroom pillowcases, and he doesn't even like embroidered pillowcases.
I ordered you not too long ago. I ordered you a nice mushroom jar.
I think it was to go on the stovetop.
Yeah, well, you have a nice collection of, like, mushroom jars.
You guys, I love shrooms.
So I was like, all right, you know, you sent me these links, and I'm like, okay, I'll buy you this. But I'm not buying you the other two because I'm not made of money.
The shipping was like they weren't expensive items, but the shipping
Well,
was
the
like,
one was.
What was it?
I don't remember. It was the one that we didn't end up ordering.
Oh, I think that one was just cool. I don't think I actually wanted it. I didn't expect you to buy me any of them, to be completely honest.
Oh, Laura, I
just
got
thought
the
they were
reference.
neat.
I got that reference immediately. Anyway, but so they sent us an email and they're like, "Oh, we're canceling this order." Apparently, they like broke it or something.
Yeah, that sucks.
So it was like, all right, we can't send it. Sorry.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, fuck it. And I ordered you these other like mushroom.
We thought they were like decorative,
Yeah,
like,
I thought they
patio
were lights.
but it's just a garland with mushrooms, and it's super cute, and it goes very nicely in my kitchen with all my mushroom things. So it's time for music. What are we gonna play?
Right now we've got the Lower Town Trio.
This
new
is
song.
something new.
New song from the Lower Town Trio. And this song is called Four More Beers on all WNY Think So Joe Show. The Lower Town Trio on all WNY Think So Joe Show. The song just ends just like that. Like, that wasn't like a bad cut. That's just how the song ends. So I'm sure probably on the album it's going to lead into another song. So
Right,
that would
something
make
like
sense
that.
like that.
Yeah.
So what was the thing you just showed me?
Okay. Damn it. I fucking lost it.
It was something like, if you could eat one thing off your high school lunch menu.
Here, I just posted. If you could eat one item off your high school cafeteria menu tonight, what would it be? What would it be from you?
Nothing.
You went to Niagara Falls.
And this food fucking made me sick, so nothing.
Everything that they had, they didn't have one good thing.
No, I don't want anything. Now you take me back to like elementary school, and I'll have the Hyde Park School tacos.
Okay.
No, like I got sick once eating school lunch, and I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, and I got sick in class.
Ooh.
Like, threw up all over the desk.
Did you? That sucks.
Yeah. Well, I had Steve T-Bone Porter of the band Apathy was the desk behind mine.
Oh man.
And AJ Orsi was in that class. And I found out from AJ later on that Steve said, I'm going to eat one of the chunks.
Oh my God. What had you eaten when you got sick? Do you remember?
Geez, I don't remember. I just know it was a school lunch. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Newfane schools, I don't know if any other schools had this or anything like this, but it's called Italian Dunkers.
Okay.
Okay. It was breadsticks and like a combination, like this might have been brilliant on the behalf of the cafeteria ladies, because I think it was like, okay, we have leftover burgers, we have leftover tomato soup, we have leftover, taco meat. So it was fucking, I don't know, it like spaghetti and like everything all mixed together, and like you can't recreate it. Like only the lunch ladies know what's in this. And I don't know. Everyone would always get extra breadsticks. And it was the best lunch that we had at Newfane. And we also had a killer selection of Little Debbie's.
Kevin's in the chat, and he was excited by the mention of T-Bone. Yeah. He knew T-Bone, and the reason why when ThinkSoBrain was a thing, we would play Metallica's "For Whom the Bell Tolls" at every single show, and that was because of T-Bone, because he had passed away before I ever got into playing music and being in a band, and so that was kind of my little tribute to him. Every night was playing "For Whom the Bell Tolls," and I would, take a look to the sky just before you die. It's the last time you will. And I, point up, this is for you, T-Bone, Yeah. So, that was, way too young. He got hit by a car and, so, we miss him. But
I would imagine
he was a good dude.
I know how it is to lose someone that you're close to.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I know you do.
Stuff like that.
I know you do.
It's very hard.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that was so, but that's the story of why we played that. Laura would eat the bread from her high school.
Yeah. I don't know where they found these breadsticks. They were like they painted butter on them, and I'm sure it wasn't butter. I'm sure it was margarine. I don't know. It was just, and they dusted the Parmesan and the garlic. I don't know. It was like the one meal. You
guys got like gourmet chefs at your fucking school.
Our lunch ladies were awesome.
We got chefs that cafeteria workers that fuck up cold subs. Like But which I'm pretty sure is what I ate before I got sick.
Oh.
Yeah. It was
That reminds me of a very special STEM show.
Oh, boy.
It was one of my friends. My friend who was rude to Madison.
Okay.
Who isn't really my friend anymore.
Right.
But he was my friend when we were young. And he had a graduation party. And because he got a bunch of people from Newfane going to STEM shows, STEM was like, yeah, dude, we'll play at your graduation party. So STEM played in his grandma's garage in Gasport, which if you don't know where Gasport is, guess what? Nobody does. So STEM played.
I know where Gasport is.
Okay. STEM played in grandma's garage, and my friend Jason showed up, like in the middle of STEM playing, because he worked at Surefine right next to my house.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like this little lunch stand out in front of Surefine. And they had hot dogs and they had burgers, and I guess they had cold cut subs or something. I don't know. But he had a burger, and he put mayo from the hot dog stand on his burger. This mayo was not iced. This mayo was not refrigerated. This mayo was out for the flies. And so in, Dave's grandma's backyard, Jason threw up in the cornfield. And I was the only one who saw it. He's like, don't you ever tell anybody I did that. And so, of course, what do? I go out front where everyone's listening to STEM. I'm like, hey, guys, Jason just threw up in the corn.
So what era of STEM are we talking here?
Russ was playing bass, and he almost broke one of the shelves in
So
Grandma's.
this is original STEM. This is rap metal STEM.
This is Louis was on vocals.
Further efforts in Dead to Me STEM.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Rob, was he the drummer?
I don't know.
Either Rob or Dan.
I knew who Louis was, I knew who Russ was, and I knew who Joe was, and I didn't know who the rest of the band were. Just like now, I know who Joe is, and I know who Mario is, and I know who the rest of the band are, but I don't know them.
I don't know.
I think I'm friends with like half of them on Facebook or whatever, but like I don't know. But STEM's always been cool to us and letting us do it. Joe in particular has always been cool to me.
Yeah, I mean they've all always been cool to me, but
Kevin says the only good version of STEM. I agree to a point. I kind of stopped going after they combined with 5 years later or whatever the fuck that band was, where they got their new logo, the 5 thing. But I kind of stopped going once like TJ took over vocals and all that, and I got out of it a little bit. And then when Joe started doing lead vocals, I was like, okay, I could get down with this.
Yeah.
Because all the songs I liked during the era where TJ was singing, and nothing against TJ. You don't have to like everything. It's okay. Yeah, nothing against TJ as a vocalist or even as a person. I mean, I don't know the guy, but seems like a pretty okay dude. But nothing against him, but it was just not my thing. So when he was doing the lead vocals, the only songs I really liked were the songs that Joe was doing more of the vocals on, like Monster. Was like was like a really good song because I'm like, oh, Joe's singing on this one, okay. Yeah. And so when Joe took over lead vocals, it's like, okay, now I can go to STEM shows and enjoy this.
I think I got out of going to STEM shows around the same time, but I don't think it necessarily had to do with the lineup change. I think it was just like my life. Like I started hanging out in Buffalo more.
Sure.
I started I was working more. Like I didn't just have every Friday or Saturday night to like figure out where STEM's playing and go, Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like anything at all against STEM. It was just, I don't know, life.
Yeah, I just kind of like fell out and stopped going to shows. And I think around that time was when they stopped doing the American Legion too.
Yeah, that made it really, the American Legion shows were nice. Mm-hmm. We were so bad. And I was an ungrateful little shit back then because I didn't realize like they were actually paying to rent out the venue and actually paying to like they're paying their money to put on these shows and bring in these bands and do these do all these shows that we kind of I guess took for granted when we were kids, we did. And I mean I wasn't one of the ones who were like smoking weed in the bathroom or anything, but I know that got STEM in trouble. But I also know that if I had realized that people were smoking weed in the bathrooms, I would have spent more time in the bathrooms.
Well, I will tell you this, that I never smoked weed in the American Legion. That doesn't mean I didn't smoke weed around the American Legion. But I definitely was not smoking in the American Legion.
Yeah, and I was so afraid that, because times were different. You couldn't get away with lighting up the same as you can now.
Right. Well, so there was like, the row of buildings there where the American Legion was like one of the buildings, but there was like a little gap in between a couple of buildings. That's where we would all go smoke.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
I didn't do that then. I did when I was a little older. Or I would have the common sense to get high before I went to the shows.
Right.
It was like, okay, I don't have to figure out how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do it and then go.
I think the McDonald's over there in the city market kind of misses STEM shows too.
Right.
How many fucking stoners were at those shows and then going to McDonald's straight after? Like,
right.
Get all your chicken nuggets, dude.
All your chicken nuggets. How many are ready? How long do they take to cook? Okay.
I'll take that batch too.
Yeah. I'll take how many you got in the back?
Yeah, right.
Man, I want some chicken nuggets. We have chicken nuggets in the freezer. Do you guys know what I had for breakfast? I had fish sticks for breakfast.
What are you, a gay fish?
What do you mean?
You like fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
You like fish sticks.
I dip them in
You're
ketchup.
gay fish. Do you not get that reference?
No.
Oh my God, we need to.
Is it a movie reference?
As soon as this TV gets here and we can get HBO Max on it, we're gonna go watch that episode of South Park.
Oh. Okay.
That is basically the plot is, spoiler alert. It's an older episode, but spoiler alert. The plot is Jimmy is trying to write the ultimate joke. And then I'm just reading the chat here. But anyway, so Jimmy's trying to write the ultimate joke, and actually Cartman is. And Jimmy comes up with a joke, and Cartman takes credit for it. And the joke is, do you like fish sticks? Like, yeah. What are you, a gay fish? And it's the ultimate joke. And everybody in the world gets the joke. It gets spread on the Ellen Show and all this other shit. Everybody in the entire world gets the joke. Except for Kanye West.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's a great episode. They just did a pandemic special last week.
Did they?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, man.
I caught that after. So I caught it on the replay because I guess it aired at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Which is not South Park's.
Right when you're busy.
That's not South Park's airtime. That's usually they're on at 10, but luckily they showed replay at 10. So I'm like, all right, now that I've finished watching AEW and NXT, I'll flip over to Comedy Central. I'll watch South Park.
Yeah.
It was, I think, an hour long. It was a good episode.
Cool. I may have to look for it.
Yeah. But yeah, that was that's the gist of the episode with the fish sticks joke. Is Kanye West was the only person who didn't get it. So
I didn't get it until you really spelled it out for me.
Yeah.
Am I in the same club as Kanye?
Maybe. Well, no, because you're not getting argumentative over it and trying to defend yourself from being a gay fish.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a gay fish.
No, at the end of the episode, Kanye realizes that and writes a song about how he is in fact a gay fish.
Oh, you are full of spoilers. Sorry, everyone.
Well,
I'm still gonna watch the episode.
Yeah, it's a good episode, but now you got to watch them on HBO Max because they're not on Hulu anymore.
Yeah, that sucks.
So, why do I watch WWE? Because I get paid to know about WWE. So that's I literally told one of my clients that on Monday.
Really?
There was some mistakes in the script that I corrected. I'm like, this is literally the only reason I still watch WWE. Is to correct the mistakes in this script so your audience doesn't tear you apart.
Yeah. Wrestling fans can be brutal. We've learned that over the years.
Uh-huh. Wrestling fans are fucking awful.
Yeah. Joe, Karina, and Jazzy show. Jasmine, when are you coming over?
Or told Jasmine. Well, Jasmine, used the ATM and then stuck her finger in her eye, so she's probably dying now.
Is that why she was throwing up yesterday?
Maybe. I think she did that today, though.
Oh, okay.
She got sick yesterday for a future offense. I do watch WCW and ECW. David Arquette is the greatest world champion of all time.
Almost as bad as Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
They don't smell like cheese, though. Actually, they do. They both smell like cheese.
Star Wars fans are terrible. Wrestling fans are terrible. Football fans are terrible. Fans of anything are fucking terrible.
What's next week, Jasmine?
Yeah, she did it today. She used the ATM and then stuck her finger in her eye.
Yeah, that's not good.
Of course, I'm probably going to die from the guy that was, right up in my face yesterday.
I know.
I immediately, bought some hand sanitizer, put it on my fucking face. I'm like, fuck. What the fuck, man? I'm sure the guy was fine. He wasn't, coughing or nothing. He was just kind of hey, man, can you tell me where this apartment building is? Can you tell me where this apartment building is?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, not fans of the Living Braindead. Fans of the Living Braindead are fucking awesome.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Jasmine. We'll figure... You know what, Jasmine? Call me after the show. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. But anyway, I had to go to the post office yesterday and...
Yeah. Mailed out a Living Braindead CD?
Yeah, we sold a CD.
Cool.
To someone who described herself as a punk rock boomer chick.
So she's...
Who liked our political messages and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, well, that's nice. Okay, here's your CD. She's like, oh, I hope I get to see you guys sometime. I'm like, well, we're playing at Rapids Theater on Saturday. Like, I guess not. Okay.
Guess not.
And she didn't, like, when I went to go import the mailing list from Bandcamp to MailChimp, like, her email wasn't in there. So it's like she's not getting that notification unless she's following us on social media. So the last she knows is you can contact, Greg at FTMP events. But Greg would tell her.
Right.
Obviously. Hey, look, it's Fake Brian.
Fake Brian.
Yeah, you ever notice Laura disappears for like 30 seconds before Brian appears?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Sid had half the brain you do. Anyway. She's saying Sid is the best WCW wrestler ever.
I don't know who Sid is.
Yeah. That's probably for the best. Yeah. But anyway.
Hi, Joe. Hi.
Hi, Fake Brian. Hi, Fake Brian.
Did she text you?
No.
No?
No. Nope.
No.
Nope. No texts. Anyway.
So, you guys, I didn't do my homework this week and find events because I was feeling very lazy.
Well, it is a well-known Fropox Studios tradition to not do your homework.
What?
Fropox Studios, that's the room we're in. Fropox Studios.
I didn't know.
Yeah, well, it's a well-known Fropox Studios tradition to not do your homework. So you're fine. Yeah.
Okay. There are some live streams going on. There are some like bars having music, incidental music and stuff. But mostly we're kind of focusing on the new music and stuff this week. With Lower Town Trio's new music and Erudition's new music that's going to be coming up in about 7 minutes.
Yeah, 7 minutes and 13 seconds.
Huh.
And now I'm going to feel bad if we don't hit it right at 7 o'clock. So. Anyways.
Yeah. So, hey, Snowball was almost our guest co-host.
He was sitting in your chair.
He was getting
he took over your chair.
all over this place.
He's walking around. He got like from underneath Karina's chair. He got like the inspection sticker was like stuck to his tail.
And he's so fluffy, like it was really, really stuck in there. Like I had to pull out some hair to get it out. But I knew that he would freak out a little bit if I left it in there.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snowball's always getting into stuff. He once, when I painted that Bart Simpson painting, he ran across my palette.
Yeah.
And I had to go walk around and clean up little black paw prints all over the floor and furniture.
Oh my gosh. What room was that in?
Oh, in the living room.
Yeah, because in the music room, there's some drops of red paint.
Yeah. And
I don't know. I don't think I did that, but I know that your ex was crafty as well.
See, now I know it's Laura. Watched Home Alone 5, which we could do. It's on HBO Max on Hulu, so
we shouldn't do that.
No, we're not going to.
Okay.
No. Maybe Home Alone 1 and 2.
No, not before Halloween.
It is in fact Christmas time.
It
is, and I will prove that it is Christmas time because why is Amazon having a sale right now?
Because it's October.
Yeah, it is Prime Day because you can buy your Christmas gifts now through Amazon on Prime Day. See? That's why they're having Prime Day now.
Oh.
That and they couldn't have it in July like they normally do.
I think that the closest to a Christmas movie that is allowed before Christmas, like this time of year,
I swear to
is
God,
the
if you say
Nightmare
Elf.
Before. No, the Nightmare Before Christmas. Elf is okay
Never seen
all
it.
year long.
Never seen The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my goodness, you might actually like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Jasmine, do you have that? Can you bring that?
I have it.
Oh, we have it. Never mind.
Yeah, but Amazon's having a big sale right now.
Yeah.
Because they want you to buy your Christmas presents.
That does make sense.
Yes, you buy your Christmas presents now, so that way when it comes to like Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you don't got to worry about delays getting your packages.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah, you get.
But I haven't figured out what people are getting for the holidays.
Yeah, I didn't buy anything for anybody else. That's not true. Well, I didn't buy anything part of the sale for anybody else, but I did buy some wristbands because John was like, I need more wristbands.
That's cute.
So I got to make him a couple
John.
of wristbands. Yeah.
John, are you watching?
Yeah. He watches I think on Thursdays.
Okay, well.
Yeah,
John.
he works Wednesdays, so he'll probably watch tomorrow.
Well, that's good. That's good.
He got some cookies last week. He was excited.
Good. It
It was funny because like I told Brian and Kevin about the cookies, and Brian's like telling John, "We don't have no cookies. What are you talking about?" And then at the end of the night, Kevin's sitting there with a bag of cookies. He's like, "John, do you want any fucking cookies or not? Go get something to put them in." So John had to go get a container to put the cookies in. So Kevin didn't take them home with him. Take them all home because Kevin was keeping the bag that they were in.
Yeah.
Because he didn't bring a container.
Well,
He wasn't.
yeah. Well, you guys should know better.
Yeah, you guys should start bringing containers to band practice.
Yeah. I haven't made any cookies for band practice tomorrow yet.
Yet. She's got plenty of time.
I have.
I gotta figure out what time I'm leaving for band practice tomorrow.
Yeah.
I still have a shit ton of stuff to do to get ready for tomorrow. So
I'm taking requests for band practice cookies.
and then after the show tonight, I got to take apart all the camera stuff, and then set it all up on my laptop and make sure I've got that all set up so that all I have to do is plug everything in and be ready to go. Yeah. So we can test tomorrow and see how everything goes and see if we need to take anybody up on offers to rent equipment or anything. So, yeah. She'll give you $10 if you watch Home Alone. If you watch Up or Home Alone 5.
I would rather watch Home Alone 5.
This is why I don't get why you don't like Rick Astley. He's never going to give you Up, and you don't want to watch Up. So what's the problem?
Yeah, he fucking rickrolled me.
I did
fucking
not.
Right before. What were you playing? Right before. Oh my God, Blink 182. Yeah, you did that.
Blink 182 was
just like you guys do.
So I put on a 90s pop punk station on
Don't tell them I was jamming out to Blink 182.
I put on a 90s punk pop station on YouTube Music, and Blink 182 came on, and Karina's like, "What is this shit?"
That's what I did.
Not at all. That's not at all what she did. She said, "What are you and Brian doing to me that I like this?" Anyway, I'm like, fuck, I might as well play along because it was "Damn It," the song that Living Braindead covers. So I'm like, yeah, I might as well play along. And I grabbed my guitar, and she claims I rickrolled her. That's just how the song goes. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Laura, I can look into international shipping. I haven't done it yet. I'm open to the idea.
Gotta just find out if you can ship cookies overseas.
Yeah.
Then make me go to the post office and get some guy who doesn't know where he's going, trying to look over my shoulder while I'm using my phone to try and help him.
Well, listen, that's just a risk you're taking when you go to the post office.
It was nice. The post office had, they had like the markings on the floor for 6 feet apart, which didn't seem like 6 feet apart, but
really,
I didn't feel uncomfortable in the post office.
Okay.
Because everybody was wearing a mask except for like an old lady, a couple of people behind me. She had her mask down around her chin, and I'm just like, do I fucking yell at this old lady or do I just
No.
fucking let it go? And I was
No.
like, fuck it. Like, if she wants to get sick and die because she's old.
Well, she wouldn't be the one to get sick for her not wearing a mask, right?
Well, I mean,
is that still how masks work?
it's a combination of both, because if you're both wearing masks, if I'm wearing a mask and you're wearing a mask, and the masks are 50% effective each, it's 75% effective. Whereas, if I'm wearing a mask and you're not, it's only 50% effective.
Okay.
Whereas, if neither of us are wearing masks, it's not effective at all.
Right.
So, yeah, they were not. Oh, it is music time. She's right.
Already?
Okay. Yes, it is. This is Erudition featuring Alan Harris and Dirty Jers. And this song is called Carrion's Boat on All WNY Think So Joe Show.
Well sheep. Run to the slaughter, you not in control. It's all out of order, yearning, burning for the fatal blow. Lifestyle on a dime, pause and go. We see the lies we believe untold. Now what word of truth is told? This cat's world, you better stay afloat. Into the abyss, but carry on bold. This cat's world, you better stay afloat. Into the abyss, but carry on bold.
Erudition on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
That was pretty cool.
Yes, it was.
They like never disappoint. They're a pretty good band. I'll say it.
Yes, they are. Yes,
I
they
said
are.
it. I said it. They're a
Yeah.
pretty good band.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So
And Josh just got a promotion at work. He's the new manager at 7-Eleven.
congratulations, Josh.
Yeah, good for him, man. That's cool. I never got to be a manager anywhere.
Oh, I did.
I didn't.
I was a manager at Dollar Tree.
I kept working at fucking jobs where, like, so when I was at a job where I could have been promoted to manager, I was young and stupid and, like, did stupid shit, so I wouldn't get, yes, Laura's pretending to be Brian. Anyway.
Did he not know that she does that?
I'm pretty sure I've told him, and he told me that he's B. Lee Muller, so. Anyway, but yeah, anyway, so, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I was young and stupid and couldn't advance. And because I would do stupid shit anytime I was, like, in a position to advance.
Yeah.
And then, like, later I got into working in hotels. And you can't fucking advance in hotels. No. They're just, like...
You're either, like, the manager or you're not.
You're the manager or you're the guy who fucking works there. Yeah. And I always ended up being the guy who worked there. It was basically like being my own manager because they trusted me and I worked overnights where there were no managers. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, and I think in one of the places they actually had me in the system as, the All WNY radio upload page has not been working because Scott has not been clearing out the fucking inbox. But anyway, so I would work... so I was in the system as the night manager, but it wasn't an official title. And I always was like, I want to be the manager, and this manager fucking sucks. Why do you keep this guy around? But it's like, I see where he's good, you know? So it's like, I see why you keep him around. We were just talking about my old manager yesterday. I was talking to my buddy John, I used to work with, and we were, mentioning some old managers, like, oh yeah, I can't believe this guy's still working at that hotel. And, oh, yeah, you remember this guy. I told him, that I was thinking of one of our old managers before because somebody has said, oh, do you want to, work for another wrestling channel? And I said, yeah, sure. So he sent him my info, and he's like, I don't know if he's actually going to order. And I said, if he orders, he orders. And then I got to thinking of my old manager, Joe Smith, who was on an episode of Hotel Impossible. If you want to go find some old episodes of that.
Is that like Hell's Kitchen
basically,
for hotels?
Basically, yeah. More like Restaurant Impossible for hotels, but, same kind of...
I didn't know that was a show.
Yeah. But anyway, so, he was always... this happens, it happens. What are you gonna do? You gotta get the cash. So we'd always make fun of him, not in a loving way because he was a great manager to have. But he had that manner of speaking, and so I said, I immediately thought of him when I said if the guy orders, he orders. So I told my old coworker yesterday, I'm like, yeah, I was thinking of Joe Smith because, like, if he orders, he orders. and also mentioned that I put an Ivan Drago GIF with that. And if he orders, he orders. If he dies, he dies. What are you going to do? Huh? You got to get the cash. But yeah, that's my old manager, Joe Smith. He was a good manager. A little wacky. And he, But you know, he always wanted to do what was best, and it was always like the money was not there to do what was best. Sometimes from management, from like ownership, and so you know, I want to do this, but I can't do this because they won't give me the money. So what are you gonna do? I can't get the cash. So you know, but yeah, that was he was on an episode of Hotel Impossible because they did the old. It used to be a Super 8, and then it was Terrapin Inn, and it's something else now. I don't know what it is. But right downtown in Niagara Falls on Rainbow Boulevard there.
Is that like the turtle shaped?
No. That building is the Turtle.
What's in there?
Indian artifacts, like Native American. Indigenous, yes. Native American. I was trying to correct myself because I said Indian, and I did want to be politically correct here and say Native American.
We were just watching something. Oh, King of the Hill.
Yep.
That is not politically correct. Like, that's from another time. That's from, like, when America was great.
That's my purse. I don't know you. That episode was on last night. This is what I was watching last night. That one's on. That one's the one right after the episode where Bobby is kidney boy, and they're trying to get No Doubt to play the high school prom.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite episodes, and so I'm like, all right, well. Like I realized that episode was on. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stay awake and watch this. And then the next episode was was the one where Bobby's going around kicking everybody in the nuts. I'm like, oh, I gotta watch this one. It's classic.
Oh, I do remember him kicking everybody in the nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian called me a racist. Anyway,
I don't think you're racist.
I'm not. It's just but no, the Super 8. It was on the corner of Rainbow. And like the John B. like where the expressway.
I think I can picture what you're. I think I can smell what you're stepping in.
Like it's on the corner of Rainbow and Buffalo Avenue. That's where it's at.
Okay.
And so that was on Hotel Impossible a few years ago, and we were like super excited because we knew Joe Smith was going to be on it, and my other buddy John worked at that hotel at the time, and my friend John's nephew worked there at the time, and John used to work there. Actually, my friend John, and so we were like super excited to see this episode, especially because Joe Smith was going to be on it, and we just knew that was going to be great television.
Yeah,
and Joe's getting yelled at by the guy. I can't think of the guy. His name's Anthony. I can't think of his last name, but the host. The host of the show, he's just like, why don't these smoke detectors work? He's, well, Phil doesn't want to put in the money, and he's got to get the money. If you don't have the money, what are you going to do?
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. No, I have the episode on like Google Video or something like that. Yeah, I have the episode.
I might want to see that.
Just because I was like, I have to have this. Like, I have to see this. Mm. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Jazzy says, dang it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby. I don't know. Do you have a favorite on King of the Hill?
I don't know. I really enjoy King of the Hill because it's such a wholesome show.
It is so wholesome, but at the same time, it's so awful. Because, I mean, it's dated and it's set in Texas.
Right, but...
Like, it's realistic.
It was awful, and it played on Texas stereotypes. But at the end of the episode, everybody learns a lesson, and everybody feels better.
That's true.
And it just and that's what TV should be. It should make you smile, right?
Well, give you a warm, tingly feeling.
Exactly, and that's like anytime. I've been watching like all these episodes of King of the Hill, and at the end of the episode, I like this made me feel good. This is a really good show.
Yeah.
Brian likes Boomhauer.
Yeah, I like Boomhauer too.
So, but yeah, that's and then I've been noticing. I've been like Hulu always puts up a little timer in the top corner.
Yeah.
When there's ads on, and I've noticed it skips numbers. It's weird. I'll sit there and I'll like count down along with it, and I'll say 8, but it'll say 7, and like what the fuck? It missed 8.
Yeah.
Where's 8? Does Hulu not know how to count?
Maybe.
I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kevin's a Dale fan.
Dale's a stupid guy.
He's played by the same guy that played Milton in Office Space.
No.
Yeah, him and Buck Strickland. Our Stephen Root, the guy who played Milton in Office Space.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
I found that out because I was watching, and I watch it like 5 a.m. So I'm like, Stephen Root, isn't that the dude from Slipknot? And then it's like, oh no, that's Jim Root. Stephen Root is the guy that played Milton in Office Space. I don't know if they're related. I have no idea, but
You should write a letter and ask someone.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Does anyone still write letters? My friend Brooke writes letters.
She does. We get letters in the mail.
Yeah.
Pete the Pirate.
Who's Pete the Pirate?
I don't know.
What type of show is this? This is
a music show. This is a show where we promote live, not live local music at this point in
not
time.
right now.
This is a show where we promote Buffalo, New York, local music, Western New York.
Yeah, we don't single out Rochester or
Western New York, including Rochester,
Niagara Falls.
Yeah. If we play you on all WNY, we will likely play you on the show. But anyway, I know the hockey thumbnail is probably confusing. Like, hey, these guys like the Columbus Blue Jackets. No, we don't. I do have a Columbus Blue Jackets souvenir mug on my shelf over there, but we don't like the Blue Jackets. Anyway. Best damn music show.
Best,
yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It's almost like we have an award.
No, this isn't a show about being a pirate.
It just became a show about being a pirate.
Should I poke your eye out or something, or cut your hand off and give you a hook?
What would you use to poke my eye out?
This Diodario pencil.
Oh, I was trying to set you up for a perverted joke.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Jazzy writes letters and sends Christmas cards. Well, Brooke sends letters every month with poems in them that she writes. And I look forward to them. This month was actually about like life and death, and it was actually like really soothing for what it was about. It was just kind of like about balance and duality, and I don't know.
Jasmine with the explanation of what this show is. This show is basically where this dude just talks about how much he loves hockey and wrestling. I don't think I've mentioned hockey other than the thumbnails.
That counts.
Or wrestling other than answering Laura's questions. But anyway.
Yeah. So.
Sabre signed Taylor Hall.
Yeah, Steve wanted me to find out how you felt about this, and he's like, what does Joe think about the move the Sabres made? I'm like, I don't fucking know. It's first thing in the morning. He's not awake.
Yeah, right.
Like, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I saw it when it was just a rumor, and I'm like, ooh, that'd be cool. And then they signed him, like, yeah, that's cool. Too bad we're not going to get to fucking see him play because he signed a 1-year deal, and we're probably not going to be able to go to games.
Yeah.
So, hockey sucks, wrestling better, says Brian.
These people have funny accents. Yeah.
I'm sure we do. Or, I mean, Pete. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
yes, I am a little bit excited about Taylor Hall being a Sabre. I'm just hoping I can actually get to see him play in a Sabres uniform.
Right. Where did he come from? I don't know anything.
Came from Arizona. He was originally drafted by Edmonton.
I feel like Arizona shouldn't have a hockey team. They have deserts.
Edmonton, number 1 overall pick in the draft was Taylor Hall, and one of their many number 1 picks in the draft over a few years. And then he went to New Jersey, then he went to Arizona, and now he's here in Buffalo. And hopefully, he's got some experience, and he's a heck of a hockey player, obviously, to be drafted number 1 overall. And
did you just say heck?
Yes, I did.
Why wouldn't you say hell?
Because heck was the word that came to mind.
He's a hell of a player.
He's a heck of a hockey player. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do with the Buffalo Sabres. And I think it's a sign that, management is finally like, you know what, we need to take this shit seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who knows? I'm kind of... so the Bills lost last night. It was their first loss. They're 4-1 now.
Oh.
The last time the Bills started 4-0, they finished 7-9 and missed the playoffs.
Oh.
So go ahead, get your hopes up, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Because you guys just lost to the team that's missing like 20 fucking players because of COVID.
Oh my God, they lost to the Titans.
They lost to the Titans.
Oh my God.
I thought it was embarrassing losing to the Dolphins on Sunday for the Niners, but I mean, like, we didn't lose to a team it's missing like 20 fucking players.
How many players are on a football team?
I don't know.
Oh.
I watch hockey.
Does anybody know?
I did watch the Bills game last night. I watched it, but I had it like on mute half the time because I was watching Impact Wrestling too.
Oh.
So I was like, no, I want to follow this storyline on Impact. Let me mute this football game that I don't give a shit about. And then the Bills got like destroyed, and I'm like, hey, what the fuck happened there? Thought they were like really fucking good.
Yeah.
Thought they were going to the Super Bowl. Watch them beat fucking Kansas City on Monday. Just watch them fucking do it. And I'll just be here like, well, they just beat the guys that won the fucking Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That'd be funny.
Because there's impressionable ears. That's why I said heck instead of hell.
Okay.
It's also why I've been saying fuck a lot in the last couple of sentences there.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Nonsense.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for hockey season whenever that starts. It's looking like January.
Yeah.
So who knows what the world will look like by January.
I know.
And how they'll have to go about doing things, because obviously we had the Blue Jays playing in Buffalo because Canada's like, fuck you, Americans ain't coming here. But then they had all of the hockey playoffs in Canada.
In the bubble, though.
In the bubble.
So that's a little different.
Yeah, so they weren't like leaving the country, coming back or anything like that. And then, you know, and basketball did the same thing in Orlando. They had their bubble, which is just now wrapped up this past week. The Los Angeles Lakers won the NBA championship.
Okay.
That is LeBron James's 4th NBA championship victory. Out of 10 times he's been to the NBA Finals.
Oh.
And people keep trying to say that he's better than a guy who went to the NBA Finals 6 times and won 6 times in Michael Jordan. You people make no fucking sense. Michael Jordan is still the greatest of all time.
I liked him in the underwear commercials.
Liked him in Space Jam.
I tried to get a 6-year-old to watch Space Jam, but he wanted to watch Beetlejuice and Hocus Pocus instead. I wasn't really that disappointed, but Space Jam would have been cool.
I saw a meme that was like, you know, something about Hocus Pocus, and I'm like, I don't...
it was about the look a white girl gives you when you tell her you've never seen Hocus Pocus.
And I was like, is this true? If I tell you I'd never seen Hocus Pocus? And then I remembered that I actually have seen Hocus Pocus. I was like remembering bits and pieces of them. Like, wait, no, I saw that one. That's the one with the kid and the witches and the thing
and the cat
and the cat.
Yeah,
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Joe, you have to watch your language.
I have to watch my language because Jasmine's watching. Where do you think I've heard all these words from?
It's kind of true. She's creative.
I learned all these words from Jasmine.
It's supposed to go the other way. You're supposed to teach her these words. I don't know. I'm just saying. I
did tell Madison once to tell school administrators to go fuck themselves.
Yep. Because you have to let a boy touch you when he makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was something like that.
It was about like, dancing at a school dance.
Yeah, it was something like the girl was feeling uncomfortable, and they're like, oh, no, we can't let him feel rejected. You have to dance with him. And I said, Madison, if you're ever at a school dance and an administrator tries to tell you this, you tell him go fuck himself.
Yeah. That is
I'm like, you have my permission to tell him to go fuck himself.
Mm-hmm.
You won't get in trouble if you get sent home for that.
Yeah.
like that's 100% okay with me.
Yeah.
I will talk to your mother if she's got a problem with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't believe that they tried to instill that kind of a policy.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Like, I understand they're not wanting people to feel rejected and stuff, but where do you think you're supposed to learn rejection? Hi, Mom. Where do you think you're supposed to learn rejection? You're supposed to learn that shit at the school dances. And then you're supposed to grow up to be a functional adult who knows how to deal with rejection and disappointment. You know, like, life isn't all cotton candy and rainbows.
Nope.
And I would rather figure that out at a school dance when a cute boy wouldn't dance with me than, you know, have everything, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but see, yeah, no, I saw that article and I was reading it while Madison was here, and I said, Madison, if this ever happens to you, you tell the guy to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Like, and I said it just like that, you know, like don't take that, you know, like.
No. You don't have to let somebody touch you if you're not comfortable with it.
Absolutely not.
I mean, there's nice ways to reject people and not so nice ways to reject people. And, you know, there's no reason to be a bitch unless there is a reason to be a bitch.
Sure.
And sometimes there is when it comes to people touching you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like the thing. Like, if you're uncomfortable, nobody can tell you to let the other person make you uncomfortable. You tell that person that's trying to tell them that, no, you need to let them make you feel uncomfortable, tell them to fuck himself. Yeah. That's like life advice from the ThinkSoJoE Show. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So.
We got a few minutes before we get to the next song, and I could go back to scrolling through Prime Day deals. That's what I was doing. That Erudition song was long enough for me to do that. It's like 6.5 minutes. Okay, let me scroll through all the new stuff that's popped up on Slick Deals since the last time I looked. And it's just like I'm still scrolling 6 minutes later, and there's still new. Like, God damn it. Like, I should buy Super Mario, whatever the fuck this is. That's $36.
Don't you have all the Super Mario stuff?
No.
Oh, my God.
No, there's a lot of Super Mario games.
Oh, my God.
I'm thinking of getting Mario Party.
I would love to dance with you, Jasmine.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting Mario Party. Super Mario Odyssey is another game I need to get. Mario Kart. I don't have any of the Mario Karts except for the Super Nintendo
Mario
one.
Kart.
I don't have Super Smash Brothers.
I really like Super Smash Brothers.
So I'm thinking
that's the one where you just kind of like button mash, right?
Yeah.
And then you win.
That's what Yellow Sauce told me to do. And I don't like just button mashing. I like to know what the buttons I'm mashing are supposed to do.
Well, that's how you learn is you hit the button and see what it does.
Well, and so, but like somebody hands you a controller and you smash these buttons, and I don't know what the fuck what's going on. I don't know where my character is because there's 4 characters on the screen. My character's way the fuck over here, and everything's all zoomed out because everybody else is way the fuck over there. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I don't know what these buttons do. So now if I buy Smash, the next time we're all at Stamps,
yeah,
and Yellow Sauce brings the Switch and they have big Smash tournament games, whatever the fuck, I'll be like, all right, I'm ready. I know what these buttons do now. I played Super Mario 2. I've already beaten it since I got my Switch twice.
Yeah.
Beat all 3 of the original NES Mario games twice. I beat them on the NES emulator on the Switch and also on Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo emulator on the Switch.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm into Animal Crossing.
Yeah. You guys, this is the most annoying game when you're like just listening to it and not playing it. I'm sure it's really amusing to have these noises go along with what you're doing. But when you're, I don't know, what do I do? When you're making cookies and Joe's keeping you company and you hear like these little, I don't even know, little noises, little chirps.
Tom Nook and his kids are annoying the piss out of her. But yeah, I've been playing that. I still need to shake all my trees and hit all my rocks today. So,
oh, you better do that.
one of my money trees grew, so I got like 30,000 bells on a tree right now. Anyway, let's play music. This is the Finality Complex, and this song is called "Your Death Inside" on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show. The Finality complex on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show. Let me lift my...
I freaking love them.
I hung my headphones over my mic, so it drooped a little.
Yeah. They're so good and they're so different.
So I'm buying you little toy blocks to teach kids math with.
Yes.
Okay. We're just scrolling through more slick deals, and this is after she told me not to buy a micro SD card.
I didn't say not to buy it. I asked if it could wait because it wasn't that good of a deal.
It was $4 off.
Yeah.
You were right. I remember when,
You can do better.
I remember when 128 gig micro SD card was like going on sale for $30 was a huge deal. Now it's like $21. So yeah, it's not that great of a deal.
Yeah.
I remember like I was trying to get one from Best Buy for my phone. It's actually still in my phone to this day. It was on sale and they had one left and it wasn't in the spot on the shelf. So I had the whole fucking staff of Best Buy like running around looking for this micro SD card. And by that point it's like I can't even like I could just give up and walk over to Radio Shack and just buy it for like $5 more.
Yeah.
But they were looking so hard, it was going to drive them nuts if they didn't find it.
None of them would have slept.
So it was like, all right, you know what? The only reason I'm still waiting is because you guys are going to go nuts if you don't find this thing.
Yeah.
So I am doing this for you. I am staying here to save this $5.
What if they had found it and then you looked at it and you were like, oh.
No, that's not what I want. No, well, I mean,
this isn't. I wanted a bigger one.
I mean, yeah, but no, I knew what I needed and I knew what I wanted. And and it wasn't where it was supposed to be. So I had like half the fucking staff running around the store looking for it.
Yeah.
So, and it's still in my phone to this day. It's
that's good.
Yeah, I got all my music and shit on it. I need one for my Switch.
Do you?
For when I start, so if I like buy digital games, I have more space to put the digital games. Because all the games I bought so far, other than like the free to play stuff, has been physical copies. Oh. So if I'm gonna start downloading games,
are you gonna start downloading games?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, this week, no. and I tell you why. Because if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, NHL 21 comes out Friday. She knows.
There's just like all these different ways week after week that I lose you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Friday that comes out. Let me NHL 21. And October 16th, yeah, it comes out Friday.
Okay.
I could get the Great 8 edition and get it now and play it like right after the show.
What does it mean?
You pay more and you get like extra stuff for like the Hockey Ultimate Team feature of the game, which I never play.
Oh, okay.
So it wouldn't be worth it for me to pay the extra money, other than you get like 2 or 3 day early access. But it's they call it the Great 8 version because the cover athlete this year is Alexander Ovechkin, who is number 8 for the Washington Capitals, the Great 8. Oh. Get back to your radio show and play our stuff is a message in yeah. Anyway, a message I got from Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're still trying to work out exactly how we're pulling off this live stream on Saturday, so
you'll figure it out. Especially you have like a practice day, so that's cool.
And that's what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna set everything up. We're gonna run through the set, and we're gonna make sure everything's gonna work.
And then you have a whole day to figure shit out if it doesn't go the way you need it to.
Right. But basically, like the idea right now is we were offered some gear to rent some gear and do whatever. But it's like, you know what? On 3 days' notice of having to put together a live stream, let's just do with what we have and make it happen.
Yeah.
And then if we want to do more later on, we can think about renting stuff or buying stuff or whatever.
That's very true.
Like I was thinking of buying a HDMI capture card and like a micro or mini, whatever the fuck my camera takes, HDMI cable, so that the camera is actually recognized as a camera instead of having to open up the utility and then screen share. Which is what you guys are watching, is a screen share of the Canon utility thing for my camera.
Oh.
But that's pretty much what I'm gonna have to install on the laptop because I couldn't. It's weird because it's like it's Tuesday and I'm looking for shit, and I'm a Prime member. I should be getting 2-day delivery, but every single one of those was Saturday or Sunday, and half the ones that were Saturday were like, no, that's not what I want. So it's like, all right, I guess I'm not getting this for that. I should get one eventually anyway because that would be the proper way to actually do this. But it's like I'm not gonna spend the money right now if I'm not guaranteed to get it by Saturday.
That'd be silly.
Before Saturday, I would like to get it Friday at the very least, so I could get it all set up and working and everything.
Fuck around with it a little.
Instead of just like, okay, Mail's here, Brian's here, gotta go.
Yep.
I'll figure this out when we get to John's. So I didn't want to do that. So it's just like, you know what? I already know this setup that we've got for the podcast. This is exactly how I'm going to run everything. Except like the microphone's going to be a different than this setup. I'm just going to bring my, camera that doubles as a USB mic that is meant for picking up band, full band performances and stuff. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be the best bet. It's just a matter of where we're going to put that and how we're positioning the instruments and where we're facing and, making sure we can hear everything, making sure that you guys can hear everything when we play the, when we do the live stream. So hopefully, by tomorrow night, we'll have everything figured out and have an actual time and everything else and maybe put up a Facebook page and say, hey, this is, come see our live stream. It's Saturday at 8:00 or whatever. So, I just want to make sure we have enough time to get everything set up properly and sounding good before we actually hit the stream button. So,
I know.
Make sure everything's good. So I think what we'll end up doing is like a test recording.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. We'll figure it out. And hopefully, I'll have some more information for everybody tomorrow, maybe 10 o'clock-ish.
Is that 10 o'clock a.m. or 10
p.m.?
O'clock a.m.?
There's a 10 o'clock a.m. now? Anyway. So my Stream Deck, my little button gimmick down here.
Yeah.
They updated yesterday the software. So it's like, oh, okay, now you can have a screensaver. And I'm like, oh, cool. And you can use like animated GIFs for the buttons. So I was thinking you could use an animated GIF for the screensaver. So I tried making a screensaver of the Simpson conga line, the you don't win friends with salad. And it wouldn't play. It only showed the first frames. So it's like, all right, fuck it. So now it just shows the ThinkSoJoE logo. It's
pretty cool, though.
ThinkSoJoE Show logo. The first image I used was the Living Braindead, like the T-shirts, the new T-shirts.
Which front or back?
Front.
Okay.
Yeah. The what do we call those? I forgot the name that we used for them.
Distressed.
Distressed. Yes, the Living Braindead distressed T-shirts.
I know.
But yeah. So yeah, that's.
So we should mention that this show that isn't actually happening, or dinner party or dinner experience or whatever,
was the reason we played the Finality Complex because they were supposed to open that show.
Yes. The Finality Complex is awesome. If you like what you heard, you should go listen to more of them. I'm probably going to listen to them while I make cookies tonight.
I'm going to put on wrestling, and I'm going to try out all my gear on my laptop, and I'm going to shake trees and hit rocks with shovels.
I'm going to hit you with a shovel. I won't really. Yeah. I'll use a wooden spoon.
You bought new wooden spoons.
I know. They're really cool, aren't they?
Yes.
Have you used them yet?
No.
Oh, my goodness. Why haven't you used them? I know you've cooked.
I've cooked ramen.
So you can stir ramen with a nice wooden spoon.
I just use the old wooden spoon.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Because there's new ones.
So?
I'm going to throw away the old wooden spoons on you.
We bought a bunch of new, like, forks and spoons, and I don't fucking use those either, if I can help it.
We did.
Well, I mean, they weren't, like, new. You wanted them for, like, decoration purposes, and now they're in the fucking drawer with the rest of the forks.
Oh, the spoons?
Yeah.
The spoons.
The spoons, that's right. It was spoons.
I got to figure out how to do what I was trying to do with the spoons.
But
until then, they make great cereal spoons and yogurt spoons.
they're tiny.
They're bite size.
Who eats cereal with a small spoon?
I do because it's a game to see how much cereal I can fit on the spoon.
Why don't you just get a bigger spoon?
Because then I can fit too much on the spoon and I choke. You love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I think there's too much of the purple on the screen here, not enough of the orange. There's we
We'll
got an
change
orange,
something here.
orange and purple color scheme going on. That one is not going to help.
What's this one do?
That one's for the fans.
What's this one do?
That one's for the newer lights.
Okay, which ones are newer?
The ones on top. Just gonna fuck with my lights on camera. The thing is that
Where's the receiver?
it's against the wall.
It's not
You
working.
want to just hand it to me, and I can probably get it from here.
I really
Or
I
not.
wanted to show everyone that I shaved my armpits today.
Oh.
See everybody?
Yeah, I don't know why this. Maybe no, it's because it would still. I don't know. I'm pointing right at the thing, so
What's
who knows?
this one do?
Yeah, I don't know. None of these are working.
This is compelling radio, isn't it?
Yeah, especially if you're listening on all WNY.
I know. I'm sorry.
Totally. Anyway, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I just happened to notice that like I can see the purple more than I can see the orange. So
Yeah.
I think like the bottom ones had a better orange color, and that's why I went with those being
Oh.
orange. But you can't see them. My keyboard, my keyboard and mouse are orange and purple. We got this orange and purple Halloween color scheme.
Fuck yeah.
I can't wait for this month to be over so I can change it to red and green again.
No.
Yes,
No, then it's orange and green because it's the harvest season.
red and green because it's Christmas. It's Christmas now. Hey Google, how many days until Christmas?
December 25th, 2020 is in 72 days.
72 days, folks. 72 days. It's crunch time. It's crunch time. You got to start your Christmas shopping now.
Yeah.
Don't start your fucking Christmas shopping in December and then be like, why didn't anybody warn me? I should have shopped in October.
He's so right. He's so right.
Uh-huh.
While you guys are shopping for Christmas gifts, Karina's Cookies is running an October special for any pre-orders placed in October. I buy 1 dozen, get 1 dozen for half price. For most cookies, that means 2 dozen cookies is $15. And that is quite a deal. And they are delicious.
Yes, they are.
And there are also holiday and party platters available for gifts and to bring to, events that your family throws and stuff like that. If you're expecting a gift from me this year, I'm sorry you're getting cookies.
If you're expecting a gift from me this year, I'm sorry, you're fucking delusional.
Aw. You're so sweet.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am already nice enough all throughout the year.
You really are, though.
I am.
You really are.
I just loaned somebody a bunch of money who already owed me money. So
I
was
know,
like-
but at least it's somebody that, where to find them.
yeah, right.
It's not spitting distance from the house, but you do know where to find them.
Yeah.
So.
And usually when I'm near that person, I'm with somebody with a vehicle, so I can just be like, yeah, okay, well, I'm taking those until you pay me back.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, I have it.
Yeah,
They
that's-
needed it. It seemed like a safety issue because it was like brakes or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, all right, you know what? I'll help you. You know?
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. It's funny because like I was doing pretty well with money when I was working at Office Max, and like everybody who lived here at the time started getting jobs. So like, hey, we actually have money in this house now. And then like my buddy borrowed $100 from me, and then I just went broke.
Oh, geez.
And it was yeah. Well,
There's wood somewhere
yeah.
in here.
Anyway, and then to pay me back, he gave me a Nintendo Wii after Madison's had gotten stolen.
Oh,
So
well,
that's how I have a Nintendo Wii still.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm doing okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it being Prime Week is probably not helping because I'm just
No.
okay, well, you know, I need stuff. So I needed I got my lights. I needed like wall adapters for them. So I bought a 3-pack of like plugs, and they're like cell phone fucking wall plugs. But I don't know what that the cell phone wall plugs are the correct like amperage. So I'm like, all right, I need 2 volts, 5 amp or whatever, 5 amp to 5 volt, 2 amp, whatever the fuck. I need this. So I searched for that, and it specifically says that that's what these are. So I'm like, and it's a 3-pack, and it was like $12. It'll be here Friday. I'm like, or Saturday or something. So I'm like, okay, buying this. Because now I can have these lights when we do the show on the live stream.
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with the lights. Just like
You
maybe
could have me there.
yeah. I mean it's the room is well lit, so it's not like we're not gonna be seen if we don't have
Yeah.
fancy lighting. But
But
know
if you have the option for fancy lighting, why not?
exactly.
Exactly.
So exactly.
So I saw someone's status on Facebook and they said, like, what are you going to do as soon as the pandemic is over? Like, what's the first thing you're going to do? And you know what my answer was?
What?
Hug everyone.
Yeah.
I miss hugs so much. Like, people come over and buy cookies, or, Jason Garcia comes over and buys salsa. I don't fucking care. I hug Jason.
I fist bumped Jason when I
yeah.
saw him last week.
Like, the first time he came over with salsa, like, we didn't hug. And then the second time he came over with salsa, he's like, I didn't hug you last time. I didn't know what to, I didn't know. I'm like, come here, man. And now we have a gallon. Well, we have 3 quarts.
Yeah,
Of
we
salsa.
we got hooked up from Garcia Family Salsa.
Yeah.
Not
that shit-
sponsored.
Not sponsored.
We got hooked up from Garcia Family Salsa. And,
That shit
and
is good.
you were like, put pants on, Jason's coming. Like, okay. Like, you're going to
Doesn't
go.
it sound like most of my commands to you start with put pants on?
Yeah.
Especially since the pandemic.
Yeah. Put pants on, Jason's coming. You're going to go get the salsa from him. Like,
I think I didn't feel good that day.
I'm doing what now? And then, like, I didn't have cash. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like, so he let me pay PayPal.
Yeah.
And
that's
he
what
didn't
we
even
did last time.
Yeah, he didn't even like charge me. Like, I think he undercharged me. I think. I don't know.
He usually does. I think we get the family price.
Probably because, we're family, and I miss being able to see Jason play out in bands, and I guess him and I guess maybe they're starting to talk about doing stuff again.
Oh, well, I'll have to get on their case about letting me know.
Yeah, and so hopefully maybe we'll get some the other half of Carpool going again.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Hopefully. I don't know how much of that I'm supposed to know or say, so don't tell him I said
Well,
anything.
we know that Bill is an inherent vice.
Yes, we do.
So.
But yeah, but we got stood outside talking to Jay for a little while and got salsa
And had some right away.
had some right away. Yeah, came in the house like, okay, we got nachos.
Yeah.
We have tortilla chips. We've got salsa. Let's
Guess
eat.
what we don't have anymore?
What?
Tortilla chips. We have the tortilla crumbs.
I've got potato chips.
Yeah.
And we're out of dip.
We're out of dip, but there's ketchup.
Yeah, you were eating chips with ketchup.
I put ketchup on potato chips sometimes.
Come to
a
bed
lot of the time.
I bought a big bag of like the mini bags of chips, and like I
Yep.
come to bed last night and I gotta like clear off half the bed so I can sleep because there's just chip bags everywhere.
We should not have snack-sized things.
There are
Because I'll just eat 7 of them.
So there's 2 chip bags. There's one on the floor, one right next to my pillow, right below my
I
pillow.
remember you like dusting off under your pillow, get the crumbs.
And then there's also like mini Kit Kats, and there's wrappers for those everywhere. I was like,
Why can't I lose weight?
I'm trying to go to bed, but I have to clear off all this shit. Like I need to like come to bed earlier. Which means I should actually just work straight through instead of like, I'm on break until Slater sends me work. I'm gonna play Animal Crossing until that's why I finish at like 1:00 with like early jobs, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play Super Mario 35 for an hour until Slater gets a hold of me.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Stop doing that, Karina.
Stop doing that. Who's playing the game in the back?
That's called an attract
That's
mode.
Ashton. He's hanging out over here, but he's playing. That's why he's not doing so good.
That's called an attract mode. That's when you walk through the arcade and you see that. Usually there's like music playing and stuff, but I've got that turned off. Occasionally you'll hear it because it still like tries to attract you to it.
Yeah.
But that's called an attract mode. That's so when you're walking through the arcade and you see some of the gameplay and you're like, oh shit, that looks badass. And then you go over and you play. Yeah.
Yeah.
You put in your $2 to play a game of NBA Hang Time.
I can't find a way for Snoopy to look at the camera and be on my microphone.
Yeah, I don't know.
I failed. I failed.
Yeah, we got to get a better mic stand over there. That was one of the stupid deals of the hour yesterday.
Yeah.
My musician friend's been doing stupid deals of the hour for the last 2 days because Amazon's doing Prime Day. So musician's friend is like, oh, hey, you guys want to buy these mic stands? Like, no, the fuck I don't. No, not again. Fool me once. You know? I should have read the damn reviews before I bought the fucking cheap-ass fucking mic stands.
Right.
And I'm thinking, like, I've got a $20 mic stand in the fucking booth. Like, it can't be that bad. How bad can it possibly be?
Yeah.
And then now you see, like,
Now
it
we
started up
know.
here, and now it's down here.
Yeah. Here, let's see. We have how many minutes left in the show?
3.
All right.
Actually, and we got
And we have music.
We got music in 5 seconds. So thank you guys for watching the show. Tune into the Living Braindead live stream this Saturday night, and you
Yeah,
can
it's gonna
hear
be awesome.
you can hear this great song. It's called Grr Arg on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show, and we'll see you next week.
All she wants is to escape. She just wants to run and hide. But there's monsters at her door, and people think she can't abide. She has to slay all the hell-gods. She is the bloody one. She is the chosen one. Invitations lead to death, but she still can't run and hide.